These visuals that you see here are of Dr. Ambedkar International Center. This beautiful structure, which is located in the heart of the capital city Delhi, was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in 2017.
Dr. Ambedkar International Center is an autonomous body of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. The mandate given to this center was to bring in socio-economic transformation in the society through various modes, various methods, by conducting research and giving policy feed to the Government of India.
The center is established as a tribute to the life and teachings of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of the Indian Constitution. The architecture of this building reflects transparency, inclusiveness, and symbolism to convey the essence of democracy and equality. The subtle elements of Buddhist architecture embedded in the structure reminds us of the philosophy of Dr. Ambedkar.
Dr. Ambedkar International Center, through various programs, policies, seminars, conferences, symposiums, and so on, is trying to create a sense of bonhomie in the society through the philosophies and teachings of Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar.
Dr. Ambedkar International Center provides many facilities, such as a public library, a research and extension center, a media cum interpretation center, a convention center, auditoriums, and exhibitions running on the life of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The institution also houses two massive bronze statues of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. The center actively facilitates academic as well as policy and project-oriented research through its Research and Extension Center wing.
Dr. Ambedkar International Center has been set up on the lines of Niti Aayog, which is a government think tank in the field of giving out policies. On the same lines, this center has been designated as a think tank on various studies on Dr. Ambedkar Sahab and also on the Buddhist studies.
Dr. Ambedkar International Center has a public library that welcomes people from all walks of life.
So friends, this is the Central Library of Dr. Ambedkar International Center. This library has got approximately 10,000 books and also constitutions of the world.
Dr. Ambedkar International Center is a significant place for the preservation and promotion of the life and teachings of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and will continue to be a crucial place for the research on social and economic issues in the days to come.
दुनिया की सबसे बड़ी ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी इग्नू ने अब एक और इतिहास रच दिया है। अब इंदिरा गांधी राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विश्वविद्यालय बन गया है द ग्रीन यूनिवर्सिटी। जी हां, HFM सोलर पावर प्राइवेट लिमिटेड इग्नू में सोलर प्लांट लगाया है। ये सोलर प्लांट नवीन और नवीनीकरणीय ऊर्जा मंत्रालय यानी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ न्यू एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी, इंद्रप्रस्थ पावर जनरेशन कंपनी लिमिटेड और एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी एंड रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी मैनेजमेंट सेंटर के सहयोग से सोलर प्लांट लगाया है। HFM सोलर पावर प्राइवेट लिमिटेड और इग्नू के बीच एक MOU पर हस्ताक्षर हुए हैं, जिसके तहत HFM सोलर पावर प्राइवेट लिमिटेड इग्नू कैंपस की छत पर 500 kWp यानी किलोवाट्स पीक का सोलर प्लांट लगाया है, जिसका संचालन
A very good afternoon. Our Honorable Chief Guest of the day, Lieutenant General Dr. Daljit Singh, who is DG Directorate General Armed Forces Medical Services, who is shortly going to arrive in a few minutes. Our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Atul Goel, DG DGHS MoHFW, and Shri Mohsen Shahedi, DIG Ops and Training NDRF, respected Vice Chancellor Indira Gandhi National Open University, Professor Nageshwar Rao, our Vice Chancellor of our school, Professor Dr. Srikant Mohapatra, Vice Chancellors, Heads of Divisions, School, Centers, Units, Fraternity of IGNOU, our Program in Charges and Counselors of PGCMDM program across the country, alumni and present students of PGCMDM. I welcome each one of you on this very important occasion of inauguration and induction for the January 2024 batch of the PGCMDM program. This program is the first certified program in the country for training medical doctors, especially in the civilian sector, in the area of medical management of chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear and explosive disasters, so commonly called the CBRNE disasters. This program has been developed in collaboration with INMAS DRDO and has received support of DGAFMS, DRDO, CAPF, IDS Medical, Premier Medical Institutions and NDMA during the planning and development phase. In fact, we are grateful to Lieutenant General Dr. Daljit Singh, under whose chairmanship the curriculum and implementation design of this program was finalized. We would also like to put on record the contributions of scientists, especially from INMAS, DRDE, AIMS, Manipal and AMS doctors for the preparation of excellent course material. We are grateful to the directors of AIMS Bhopal, AIMS Rishikesh, AIMS Jodhpur, NIMS Hyderabad for their support in establishment of our learner support centers in their institutions where the students undergo hands-on training. We are also thankful to DGAFMS for allowing us to establish a center in the RNR Hospital, Delhi for training. Today is a special day as we embark upon a stage where we have received overwhelming response from organizations in the form of sponsorships. In fact, we are grateful to DGFMS for sponsoring 17 officers in each session since July 2022, CAPF for sponsoring 6 officers since July 2020. And in the January 2024 batch, we are having NDRF sponsoring 11 officers, BSF 14 doctors, DGHS 12 doctors, Reliance Industries 4 and ESI 2 doctors. A total of 81 medical officers have taken admission, and we are hopeful that in future we shall have many more organizations joining us in this training so that IGNOU will be able to contribute towards creating a pool of trained manpower resource for the country to manage the CBRNE disasters. I wish to now invite our Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Srikant Mohapatra, to deliver his address. Dr. Mohapatra, former Vice Chancellor, first Vice Chancellor of the Odisha State Open University, and he has headed the IGNOU's key divisions like Regional Services Division, Evaluation Division and Electronic Media Production Center. He has also held the post of Controller of Examiners in the Sikkim University. I welcome Dr. Daljit Singh, Lieutenant General, who is DGAFMS, for joining in today. So, sir, I have just briefed all the viewers about the importance of our program, and I am requesting our Pro Vice Chancellor, sir, Srikant Mohapatra ji, to start the...
Thank you very much. Let me at the outset welcome our Chief Guest, Lieutenant General Daljit Singh ji, who is the Director General, Directorate General of the Armed Forces Medical Services, Government of India, Ministry of Defence. Professor Atul Goel ji, who is the Director General of Health Services, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Mr. Mohsen Shahedi ji, who is the DIG Operations and Training in the National Disaster Response Force, again Government of India. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, IGNOU, Professor Nageshwar, all the Pro Vice Chancellors, officers of the university, the coordinators of our study centers, our regional directors, the counselors of the program, and very dear learners who have recently joined the university. This is an induction meeting. This is the first interface meeting between the learners and the university authorities. And we have invited all the students whom we call as learners of the January 2024 batch of this program. Friends, probably for me this is the longest terminology or the title of a program. This is postgraduate certificate in medical management of chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear and explosive disasters, which is called as CBRNE, chemical, biological, radiological, nuclear, explosive devices. And this is probably the one of its kind in India. I don't think any other university in India is offering a program of this nature. And that too, all medical doctors, MBBS doctors are supposed to join the program, and that too they should be Indian citizens. They should not be from any other country. Because of the sensitivity of the program, you can understand that this program is offered to Indian nationals only, and that too MBBS doctors, and their degree has to be recognized by the Medical Council of India. Not a degree not recognized by Medical Council of India. And we are very happy to inform all of you that all prestigious medical institutions like AIIMS Bhopal, AIIMS Jodhpur, AIIMS Rishikesh, the Nizam Institute of Medical Science in Hyderabad, and the Research and Referral Hospital, which is under the Ministry of Defence in New Delhi, they are our learner support centers. So the faculty of these prestigious institutes will be your counselors. and it is a certificate program of 6 months duration. And those who are sponsored, I was told that around 54 learners have been sponsored by very prestigious institutions like the Director General of the General Medical Force Services, Government of India. NDRF has sponsored the candidates. Border Security Force has sponsored the candidates. ESI has sponsored the candidates. And the Director General of Health Services has also sponsored the candidates from the Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, Lady Hardinge Hospital, and of course the Safdarjung Hospital. So very prestigious learners have also joined, not only the prestigious institutions, prestigious doctors, but very prestigious learners have also joined the program. And I think that they will have a memorable moment when they will be entering in the field, which is a new field, because there is dearth of experts in India and outside India also on nuclear warfare and the disaster. We all know about Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and we have all come across similar kind of threats subsequent to Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and many countries in the world, and it can happen accidentally, it can happen intentionally. If it is an accidental happening, then the disaster will be less. If it is an intentional happening, then there will be mass annihilation, mass killing, mass destruction, mass death. And how the doctors community in the world will adhere to this kind of a situation, will get used to this kind of a situation, the basic thing will be taught, I think, as a non-practitioner in the field of medical science. As an administrator, I would say that you will have wonderful experience doing the course, and I really wish all of you great success. I also want those who have already taken admission but have not completed the program. Their number is 85. As on today, 300 doctors across the country since July 2020 have taken admission in this program. 85 have yet to complete, and 82 have recently joined. So I request all these 85 plus 82 learners of this program to complete it and add to the national strength of addressing a kind of a disaster which we don't know when it will come. Thank you very much, and all the very best for your learning pursuit with a great university like IGNOU. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mohapatra. I now welcome again our chief guest, Lieutenant General Dr. Daljit Singh, and for giving his inaugural speech. Before that, I would just like to give a brief. First of all, I think the best introduction for sir would be that he is actually the main, the thought behind the whole thing regarding the curriculum, the implementation of the program, and he strongly believed that, this program should offer not only for the armed forces but also for civilians, because this disaster is something which can, which affects everybody, and so all doctors across the country should be basically prepared. Thank you very much, sir, for this great support for us. Dr. Daljit Singh, he is AVSM, VSM, PHS. Presently, he is Director General, Directorate General of Armed Forces Medical Services, and also presently he is the most senior pediatrician and neonatologist in Armed Forces Medical Services. Prior to his present appointment on 15th March 2023, he has held the post of Director General Medical Services Army at the headquarters of MOD Army. He has been appointed as the Senior Colonel Commandant of the Armed Medical Corps on 26th of November 2021. And he has also been conferred the Honorary Surgeon, PHS, to the President of India with effect from 1st November 2021. Sir, I invite you, please, to give your inaugural address.
Thank you, Madam. Professor Nageshwar, Professor Atul, Goel, Professor Mohapatra, Shri Mohsen, Shahedi, and Professor Ruchika, Kuba. It's my honor to be here. Last Friday, I was at Bhopal. I was standing across at the bank of the lake, and across the lake, the officer with me pointed out to me a building which looked like an old, dilapidated building now, and he said, "Sir, this is that factory, Union Carbide factory, which was, that thing had occurred, sir." So that took me back to 1984. I had just completed my internship, and in a train I had passed Bhopal on 14th or 15th of December. Bhopal looked like a ghost city at that time. And this was on 3rd December, those of you would remember, this factory had erupted, methyl isocyanate gas, chemical for which the antidotes were known. 2,000 plus had died immediately and some 20,000 died gradually or sometime, and after effects were there for a long time. People knew that sodium thiosulfate and sodium nitrite are to be used for this. Now also we know that hydroxycobalamin is the best thing. But there was nothing available with them and people just kept dying. Similarly, we saw COVID-19. So many claims were made for all the various kinds of treatments, this treatment, that treatment, till the vaccine came. All the treatments were, they're all, none of them were really, evidence-based treatments, and we had all kinds of treatments which were given. We had a similar episode happening in Japan where toxic gases were released in the train and there was nothing that they can do about it. There have been instances where the radium sources have gone into the people's, gone into their pockets, and from there it caused damage to them and went from one place to the other, and nothing could be done about that. There has been Fukushima in Japan, the nuclear disaster had occurred. Similarly, Chernobyl, the nuclear disaster had occurred, the leaks had occurred, and nothing could be done about that. And the number of people who had various effects is, incidentally, Union Carbide was also a supplier of a lot of things which went to make the first atomic bomb. That's just for the additional information to all of you. So you see, we are aware of all these problems, that chemical, biological, radiation, and now to add to that explosives and nuclear things. But when the actual accident occurs or when the disaster strikes, what do we have to take care of the people who are affected? That is a big question. In 2018, I had come to IDS. IDS is an organization with the 3 services people are posted together. In IDS, we conduct regular courses for CBRN, that is NE as we call it. That is how the chemicals or biologicals or radiation or nuclear explosives, these agents, how do they cause the various adverse effects upon the body, short term and long term. But there also I found that the management of the people who are affected was really, was not talked in great deal. There are a lot of things talked about how the side effects occur, but how the side effects, whatever effects are occurring, toxic effects immediately or later, how should these be managed? On that issue, very little was said. INMAS used to be involved in these programs with us. INMAS, we used to call the people from INMAS, from NDRF, and other people who were involved in giving. In fact, we also used to call people from Bhabha Atomic Research Center, Mumbai, to give talks on these various aspects, but and also some from our own armed forces. But most of the time, the issue was that people were talking of various mechanisms, how the damage is caused, but what all to be done for that damage, and that was what was lacking to a great extent. And also the practical, if the disaster strikes, what kind of exercises are done, how do you go about managing those casualties, how to cordon off, how to prevent the fallout, how to ensure that a secondary damage does not occur, that in the primary containment area itself we are able to contain the whatever the damaging agent and its damage is there. On that also little was being done. It was at that time that Dr. Ruchika came into picture. I still do not remember, but it was it was a God-sent thing. Because all these people would talk, they will give lectures and go away. Dr. Ruchika was the one who actually initiated the idea that why can't we have a course in IGNOU, a certified course of people. People have no idea in country. They're talking vaguely about things. And the kits which are to manage these things are not really standardized. And a lot of gaps are there. So why can't we have a course? So there the thing started. And what Dr. Ruchika is saying actually is Dr. Ruchika, who is the architect of this whole program. She started it, and then we had good cooperation in MAS, CAPF. We had people from there at that time also. From IDS, there were people from all 3 services. There were people who posted in IDS, and of course IGNOU was involved. And slowly, firstly, whether it should be diploma or degree or certificate. I remember the one day we spent only on that deliberation. and how long, 6 months, 12 months, and then the curriculum. Curriculum also, it was Dr. Ruchika's perseverance and persistence which paid off. Other people, you make them that you will be writing this paper, this particular component, and then who will edit it. Even that would take a lot of time. And I must say it was her persistence, her perseverance, which finally paid off. The curriculum was designed, the whole thing was designed, the videos were to be made, and how to make the simulation exercise, how to make the assignments, how to do the evaluation. And I'm so happy that finally it is seen the light of the day. In COVID time, things were a little slow, though the CAPF had started at that time, they had sent some people. And now from 2022, the things have been happening regularly, and now we see there are people from BSF, from DGHS, Armed Forces people are there, and people from outside are also joining. It's a very good thing. There are many learning centers, including AIMS and Army Hospital R&R, and I'm sure this program is going to tell us. You see, what happens is there is a cycle which happens in the country, any country. One is a cycle of normalcy, where you feel nothing is going to happen, we are all happy, we are normal, things are all okay. Then the crisis strikes. When the crisis strikes, then suddenly you are left wondering what to do. The damage takes place, and because you are not prepared for the crisis, the damage is much more than it should have happened. Then the next is post-crisis period. In post-crisis management period, we try to justify things. We say, oh, the gap was because of this reason, gap was because of that reason, this. We try to keep explaining things. And ultimately, we go back to period of normalcy, where we tend to believe as if the thing had never happened and all that we did was great, and we come back to same complacency and low area of activity. COVID, same thing had happened. Now you ask anybody to put a mask, they will not put a mask. Only 2.5 years back, we were facing, doomsday, as if things would never come back to normal on earth. And we are again today, even if there are warnings, we would not put on masks. Though mask is helpful in many, apart from COVID, it really helps us in preventing many other things also. Same thing is here. Today we believe as if CBRN will do nothing. That's why we are not involved in talking about the management of the things. It can happen suddenly, it can happen anywhere. And when it happens, there should be people available there to do the right things. And that is what we have to look at. And that's why this course, that's why these people who have been prepared to manage the management of the casualties which occur because of any of the CBRNE agents, and that is what we have to look at. And I'm sure if we go in that way, they'll all remember that there was one Dr. Ruchika who in a very selfless manner dedicated herself to this cause, and that's what it is. I'm sure such IGNOU is a great platform to do these things. I congratulate Dr. Ruchika, I congratulate the Vice Chancellor and all of you that this kind of things should keep happening, and it adds to the society, it adds to the nation. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, and thank you for so much appreciation, sir, which I don't deserve, I think. But thank you for thanking IGNOU, and in fact, I think it's the best platform to offer this particular kind of a program for the country, sir. Now I would like to invite Dr. Atul Goel, who is DGHS, MoHFW. He has been appointed as the Directorate General Health Services on 18th April 2022, and presently he is also the Director, National Center for Disease Control, NCDC. He is an MD medicine specialist, and he has been in Lady Hardinge Medical College and Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital as Director Professor and Consultant Department of Medicine before his present appointments. I invite you, sir, to speak a few words.
Thank you for having me here, Dr. Ruchika. My colleague dignitaries on the dais, I'm very happy to be here and part of this program, and I will not talk much about the CBRNE per se, but I would like to point out the fact that why this year you have received a number of applications, much more sponsorships than previous. We recently had this G20 in Delhi, and that is for the first time when NDRF and partners raised the issue of preparing ourselves for CBRNE also. So for the first time we had centers in collaboration with you at Safdarjung Hospital, at AIMS Delhi, at RML hospitals. We had 3 centers, and we had an elaborate plan of actually preparing ourselves for a CBRNE disaster in case it was to happen during that function. So, and at that time we realized the gaps existing even at the places of treatment, at the places which were designated as centers for these disasters. And after that, probably the sponsorships increased in number. And as Lieutenant General Dr. Daljit Singh pointed out, it can happen anytime. Just about 2 days back, there was a chlorine gas leak, which I think you would be remembering. Of course, there were no deaths immediately, but 8 to 10 people were admitted. So, and we have had any number of examples. I don't agree that everything is accidental, because I think in this case, accidental are also man-made. Whether you talk of Chernobyl, whether you talk of the Bhopal gas leak, there was some mistake, human mistake, which actually caused the entire leak. You may call them accidents, except perhaps what happened in Japan because of the tsunami was something beyond human control. And I'm sure this program will help the civilians. And I would believe that we should open it up to civilians as well, beyond just the MBBS doctors. Because as said, people who will face it in the society would probably be the civilians rather than MBBS doctors who will be coming to the rescue. So I'm sure as we progress, we would be able to introduce even the civilians to this program, and I hope and I'm sure that you'll have more and more people attending this program, and you'll have to prepare for larger batches. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Atul, for your advice. We'll certainly follow it up. I would now like to invite Shri Mohsen Shahedi. He is presently DIG Training and Operations. He's a 1992 batch officer from CRPF and has served in UN missions in Kosovo and Côte d'Ivoire, that is the Ivory Coast. He has also served in all the 3 theaters of militancy, insurgency and left-wing extremism, commanded the Rapid Action Force and commanded unit at India's most hypersensitive Srinagar International Airport, worked as nodal officer for emergency deployment and NSG in counter hijacking and also counter-terrorism operations as DIG operations in South Kashmir and many other operations. He has been conferred with the Police Medal for Meritorious Service in 2016, with President's Police Medal for Distinguished Service in 2022, and awarded the UN Medal in the service of the peace twice. And adding to this, I would like to add, he has been the instrumental person behind bringing in the sponsorships for NDRF. We thank you very much for that and invite you for your address.
Thank you, Madam. Respected General Dr. Daljit Singh, the Chief Guest, Vice Chancellor Professor Nageshwar Rao, Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Srikant Mohapatra, Professor Dr. Atul Goel, Professor Ruchika. At the outset, I would like to inform that our new DG has joined recently, and in fact he was busy because of his very important preoccupations. He could not come, and I have been directed to depute on his behalf. So thank you for inviting me and your kind words of introduction. For the guest here, I would like to inform that, as you know, NDRF has been mandated to attend all natural and man-made disasters in the country, and that includes the CBRN contingencies. So, since its raising in 2006, we are only 18 years old. Basically, I can say we are in our stage of adolescence, so poised to attain adulthood. So this is a very critical stage, and that means that we need to have a lot of learnings. That is very important for us. And if we see the past, these 18 years, we have had almost about 9,500 plus operations. Some 1,55,000 live, persons have been rescued. More than 8 lakh, evacuations have been done in very distressing situations. And we have also, conducted animal rescue. That is very important for us and for the community as well. The CBRN contingency is something which is actually challenging, because we find that India is a very fast-growing economy, and in this situation, when it is poised to take center stage in the world, now we need to have a very important security system, and we would agree, all of us will agree that the conventional weapons would not be used now. It is the more or less the non-conventional systems that could pose a threat, and that is where we need to step in, understand, visualize the problems that could be there. And in case of a worst case, CBRN contingency, our present capacities would be stretched to the maximum. That is something we actually have to understand and then have to go beyond. And in keeping with this, in fact, I would like to inform this August gathering that NDRF has, designated 2024 as the year of CBRN, and we have and we say some very important tasks, not only for us but also for the other stakeholders. And we had a workshop on 5th of March only, wherein we invited all the stakeholders, including DAE, DRDO, INMAS, health services, and we intend to check out a plan, visualize things to improve the capacity building, to have a system wherein a very effective coordination is there. And that coordination does not come out only, in case of a scenario which arises, but it is regular, networking is proper, so that we don't feel the situation like, as sir was saying, that, in G20 event, NDMA had to hold almost 5-6 meetings to, convey a sense of preparedness. So that actually conveys the enormity and the severity of the situation we are dealing with. So, as far as NDRF is concerned, lot of other, we have got the exposure, but I think that is not good enough. We also have the, NPPs. In fact, I have been recently visiting NPPs along with the NDMAs, and those are the areas where we have been NDRF has been directed to be placed in close vicinity of the nuclear plants. Although we all know that, our systems are very robust, but we have to be prepared for the worst. And we have the, background, as sir said, that Chernobyl and the Fukushima. In fact, one of our NDRF teams was there during the Japan earthquake. It is basically said to be a triple disaster, with the earthquake causing tsunami and then, of course, the Fukushima incident. So our team was there, and because they were trained in CBRN, they were not at the site, the location of the incident, but they were away, and because of their knowledge and experience, that was very helpful for them to be there, and they were able to, conduct meaningful operation there. So I am very happy that, NDRF officers have been engaged in this CBRN workshop, and we look forward to training our officers who are to be in the lead. That is very important. And as Dr. Atul said, that community is the first responder. So I would say that it is very important to train the community also, and I would request Dr. Ruchika to look into this aspect, that there could be some guidelines, some systems wherein we can rope in the important individuals, the experts, and maybe create this community, because they are the first responders, they should know, and that would actually help us, because NDRF being a specialized force, or when situation overwhelms, the army is there. So all these systems are in place, but the man on the ground, the person, the community has to know what to do and what not to do. That is very important. And lastly, I would say that the wrong sense of the risk that we have, the perception of risk, of invincibility, or underestimation that we have, that has to go away. Because in normal disasters also we see, nobody could imagine that there would be a train accident involving 3 trains. The maximum that we saw in our lifetime was 2 trains, and Balasore happened where 3 trains were, So, and then again, the Silkyara tunnel, I was there in the operations. The army was there. The whole of India was there. So, what we found was that, the emphasis has to be on that, understanding that it can come to anybody. And that is why I would say that the whole of the government and the whole of the society approach is very important. So, I think with this, this course, I think we will build up, and we have to be on a common platform and, gel together for this common purpose. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much for your very important suggestions, and we shall certainly. There is a call, sir. Should we take this? Yes, please. Yes, I think we can see Dr. Mudit. Yes, Dr.
Good afternoon. I would like to thank you for inviting me. Sorry, there's a lot of echo here.
We can hear you clearly.
I'd like to first of all send my greetings to the esteemed guests who have gathered here, and I can very well recognize my senior officer, Daljit Singh, sir, who I have reported to myself, and it's been a privilege to be associated with this course. With respect to the formulation, the part, as well as the conduct of the same, and having spent more than 4 years running the Air Force of CBRN protection, it is my proud privilege to be associated and be able to offer marginal contribution in this course. And I hear that a large number of PCs for this course have tried by the Central Armed Police Services. It is my to inform the officer here that as Company of the Institute in 2006, we were fortunate to have received the first DG of the NDRF, Mr. Singh, and we treated the entire to the first ever drill that was carried out, various aspects of live situations that emerge in disasters. So our aim is to make medical officers more and more aware of this particular problem. And even as I speak, just hearing about these anthrax scare which has happened in neighboring country in Pakistan. Supreme Court judges and Islamabad High Court judges received anthrax envelopes. Suspicion is anthrax, of course. So it is with this intention that this course becomes even more important, and the scare of CBR remains live and needs to be dealt with an effective response, and the most important response regard is education. And tremendous amount of effort has gone in. Experts from various walks of life have contributed the best possible way, and I'm sure this course will go from strength to strength in other places as well.
Thank you.
I wish Dr. Ruchika and her team the very best to conduct this course.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Mudit. Thank you for connecting. Dr. Mudit sir has been our course writer as well as he is our counselor for this particular program. He was in the armed forces before he is retired now. So thank you. I would now like to invite our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Nageshwar Rao, for his address. Professor Nageshwar Rao is both a pillar of strength and a guiding light for all of us. And IGNOU has reached great heights under his great able leadership and foresight. He is presently also holding the additional charge of Director Central Hindi Directorate, New Delhi from September 2021, and also having the additional charge of Director, Indian Institute of Advanced Studies, Shimla from 23rd May 2022. Professor Nageshwar Rao, before assuming the charge as VC IGNOU, he was a Vice Chancellor. Okay,
sir. Lieutenant General Dr. Daljit Singh ji, Director General DGAFMS, the source of this entire activity, the initiator, and today he is inaugurating this program. Professor Dr. Atul Goel ji, DG Directorate General of Health Services, Sri Mohsen, Shahedi, DIG Operations and Training, my colleagues, especially Ruchika ji, and distinguished learners. It's a great moment for all of us, especially when we listen to Dr. Daljit Singh ji. The efforts which they have made to have this PG certificate made available to the learners who are qualified. They want to contribute significantly for all those causes for which rarely the expertise is not available to any common man or even to the experts also. Even the doctors also, that expertise is not available. And I'm happy to note that all the learners who have joined this program, they were being sponsored by the agencies. It is the need of the hour, and that need they all have recognized it. And especially when we look at the School of Health Sciences, they usually undergo these sorts of programs which are relevant to the national interests. And one of these programs for which we do also have to face lots of issues at UGC level also, because they said that how you are being permitted to run this program, which has got the strategic concerns also, but somehow your letter, it has helped us to convince them, and then this program, it was being permitted. And we see that the pedagogy which the School of Health Sciences it adopts, that is really useful to the learners also, because all these learners, they are at their workplace, they are getting the support also from the institution, the training places, they are also very, very useful, the contents, they are interactive, and now by the use of the media, we are in a position to reach to them in a much, much better way. The most important component is the YouTube now, and even the videos, which they can use it at a later stage also. If any learner is not available for any scheduled session, then that scheduled session is also made available through videos or even in YouTube also, and that can be used, reused, and whenever they want at a later stage also, that can also be used by them. And this is what we all are moving ahead, and School of Health Sciences deserve special appreciation. I also congratulate the learners who have joined this program for a bigger cause, the cause of the nation, strategic interests. So therefore, they also deserve special appreciation as they all have joined this program. My sincere best wishes to the school also, especially Ruchika ji and her whole team who have taken great interest in this initiative, and I must thank you for sparing your valuable time for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, if time will permit, can we have one or two? So, sir, anybody who would like to connect, and any of the students, any of the program in charges would like to connect with us? Because this is the first time, sir, today we are also inaugurating Skype. Through Skype, we are having a two-way video, which you saw Dr. Mudit connected. So, till now we were having a two-way audio and a one-way video, that is, they could see us, but we couldn't see them. But now with the Skype possibility, they are able to connect with us. So, anybody would like to connect? I can start. I think I'll deliver the vote of thanks in between. If we will have any people join, then we can this thing. So, I take this opportunity to deliver a vote of thanks to all the dignitaries, IGNOU fraternity, and our students for taking out time to join in this inauguration cum induction meeting for the January 2024 session of the PGCMDM program. At the outset, yes, Dr. Madhur, program in charge. Okay. Yes, Dr. Madhur, we can see you. Good afternoon. He's program in charge for our program in NIMS Hyderabad.
Good afternoon, all that. It's a great honor to be this program, and we are a constant stream of the students and us in a place to, and we have also, we are trying up, and there is always of improve, and we have suggestions to Ruchika madam process, and it's to thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Madhur, for connecting. Dr. Madhur is from Department of Nuclear Medicine. He is our program in charge in NIMS Hyderabad, and we have been having students right from July 2020 attached to this center. So I express my deepest gratitude to Lieutenant General Dr. Daljit Singh for taking out time from his busy schedule. In fact, he was very, very busy today. And in fact, I personally requested, and I'm really thankful to him for having, squeezed some time out of his very busy schedule and honoring us with his presence. And we are, sir, also grateful to you for your continuing support for this program right from its inspection. Your words of wisdom will be etched in the hearts of all the students as they pursue this course for serving the society. I am also deeply grateful to Professor Atul Goel for gracing us with his presence in spite of his busy schedule. In fact, he was also very busy in NCDC and he just had rushed. But in spite of that, he has reached on time, and thank you so much. And also for sponsoring the senior medical officers from the premier institutions and colleges of Delhi. And we hope that in near future we will have a sponsorship from other medical colleges across the country also. Thank you so much, and also for your suggestions for the particular program and for expanding it to a wider audience. I express my heartfelt thanks to Mr. Mohsen Shahedi for gracing the occasion, and for I'm very happy that you have been, you are here in on the BSET of DG NDRF, and we are really thankful to you, thankful for sponsoring the candidates at a short notice, and for joining us in this occasion. We are in deep debt to our Vice Chancellor for encouraging us and having confidence in us to be able to undertake new ventures, especially in area of health sciences. Sir, we are able to move ahead only because you have confidence and you encourage us, sir. I would be failing in my duty if I do not express my gratitude to our Pro Vice Chancellor and Dr. Srikant Mohapatra, who has guided us at each step and supported not only in this program but all the initiatives of the School of Health Sciences. I would like to thank all our Pro Vice Chancellors, especially Dr. Uma Kanjilal, Dr. Satyakamji, and Dr. Meena and Dr. Hazarika, who have helped us and also always supported all our initiatives. I also thank all our heads of divisions who are present here, directors of schools, regional directors who are joining online with us, program in charges, counselors, subject experts, alumni, and students who have joined today in person or through teleconferencing to share with us the great achievement of our program. And I would also like to express deep gratitude to the whole of the EMPC team, the director EMPC, our producer, and the whole team who has helped us in making this event a grand success. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.
Are you a fresh graduate? Do you want to fulfill your educational aspiration by pursuing higher education in various interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary areas like environmental science, environment and occupational health, philosophy, sustainability science, folklore and culture studies? If yes, the School of Interdisciplinary and Transdisciplinary Studies offers various programs like Master's Program, Graduate Program, Postgraduate Diploma, Certificate and Appreciation Program. The school offers 5 Master's Programs. Master of Science, Environmental Science. The eligibility criteria for MSc Environmental Science is Graduate in Science, BTech, BE, Agriculture Graduate, Forestry Graduate and Veterinary Graduate. School also offers Masters in Environment and Occupational Health, Masters in Sustainability Science, Masters in Philosophy and Masters in Folklore and Culture Studies. The eligibility criteria for these 4 Masters programs is graduate in any discipline. The school also offers various socially relevant and need-based PG Diploma programs like PG Diploma in Sustainability Science, PG Diploma in Environment and Occupational Health, PG Diploma in Folklore and Culture Studies, and PG Diploma in Migration and Diaspora Studies. The school also offers PG Certificate in Climate Change and Avshist Prabandhan Mein Praman Patra. The school also offers 2 doctoral programs, PhD in Environmental Science and PhD in Interdisciplinary and Transdisciplinary Studies. The school offers various innovative technologies and multimedia for providing a very excellent student support system. The study material is of high quality. The learner support is provided through Gyan Darshan, Gyan Vani, IRC, Swayam Prabha and Swayam channel of IGNOU. For more detail, please log in to IGNOU website. For online admission in these programs, visit school site and also the Samarth online education portal of IGNOU. So please join these programs and fulfill your educational aspiration.
Namaskar. Today in this live teleconference sessions, we will discuss about the programs of School of Health Sciences. Myself, Dr. Biplab Jamatia, Associate Professor, School of Health Sciences, and I also having Dr. Rita Devi. She is a Assistant Professor, Selection Grade in Nursing Discipline, and both of us we try to tell you the different programs of IGNOU. So, dear friends, as you know that IGNOU is the largest university in this world, and it was established by an Act of Parliament in 1985. And currently IGNOU is having more than 3 million students and more than 257 programs on offer. NAC has accredited the IGNOU A++ because of the quality we provide to the students. And also we received 5-star rating by the Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell for the promoting innovations and startup in the university. This is the structure of our university. The President of India is the Visitor of India, then Board of Management, Vice Chancellor, and we are having Academic Council, School of Studies, divisions, centers and institute and units. We also having 56 regional centers which is acting as an administrative body across the country. It is almost all the states. In bigger state like Uttar Pradesh, there are 3 regional centers, 4 regional centers we can say. One is at Lucknow, one is Aligarh, one is Noida and Banaras also, if I am correct. So in the School of Health Sciences, we have a 2 discipline. One is health science and another is nursing. The School of Health Sciences was established in 1991, and the basic purpose was to plan, develop and launch doctoral, degree, diploma and certificate level program for various categories of health professional, including in-service doctors and nurses. These are the list of the program, and the post-basic basic nursing, which was started in 1994, and it is approved by the the Nursing Council of India. And that point of time, the entire country was not producing 500 post-basic BSc nursing candidate, but IGNOU alone was producing more than 500 post-basic BSc nursing program. And the PG postgraduate certificate, postgraduate diploma in maternal and child health, PGDMCH, was launched in 1997. Basically, there are many doctors who completed their MBBS in working different part of the country, but they do not have any opportunity to upgrade their knowledge and skill. So this program is giving hands-on practical training to the doctors, and we are running this program successfully from 1997. And our next program is postgraduate diploma in hospital health management. Dear friends, as you know, we all doctors and nurses are trained as a clinicians to work in a clinical setup, but the administrator training, the administrative training was not provided in our basic curriculum. So that was the reason this program is very much helpful for all health professionals, including doctors, nurses, and allied health services, for this to enhance effectively to implement the effective healthcare for the betterment of the society. And next is postgraduate diploma in geriatric medicine program. As you all know that our population is growing and the number of the old persons are increasing in the country, and in the same time the conventional the MD in geriatric medicine seats are very, very limited, and we are training MBBS doctor for the providing care to the geriatric people. Here I would like to request Dr. Rita Devi to describe something about the diploma in nursing administrations and other diploma program briefly, because in detail we can describe later also.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Biplab, for giving me the opportunity. As Dr. Biplab has told that we have two disciplines, and health sciences discipline and nursing discipline. In nursing discipline, we are running as informed post-basic BSc nursing in 1994. We started this program, and 2024 today I can say with proud that 30 years we have completed in running post-basic BSc nursing program successfully through IGNOU, and many students have got the opportunity to complete their degree program as well as higher education, completing with masters in nursing, as well as few of them have also undergone PhD in nursing after their door was open for the graduation from IGNOU. Apart from that, we are running two diploma programs. One is diploma in nursing administration and other is diploma in critical care nursing. So these two programs are specifically designed to upgrade the skills and knowledge regarding administration, as by virtue of our experience we come to know some of the aspects of administration, but until unless we have strengthened our knowledge regarding administration and management, then only we are compatible enough to manage the hospital also. So that was the objective of developing diploma in nursing administration. Other diploma, critical care nursing, is again a highly specialized program which is taking care of the critically ill patients at the ICU level, and nowadays as there is a lot of technological advancements in terms of equipments, in terms of knowledge, in terms of even our patients. So the critical care nursing is a very challenging and super specialized program, and many of the students are opting after the even GNM to undergo this specialized program. So apart from these two diploma programs in nursing, we are running in nursing there are many certificate programs which are of minimum 6 months duration. That is, I can just name here that certificate in maternal and child health nursing. Again, it is a super specialized program taking care of maternal and child health nursing needs of the patients, and certificate in newborn and infant nursing. This is again an area where the nurses can get specialized knowledge about newborn and infant care. Then apart from these two nursing certificate programs, there are many other programs which are for general public also, like certificate in adolescent health and counseling. It is for the graduates, for teachers and the parents who are looking after their adolescent age group children. So this is again a very important program in today's scenario, as the stress level is at extreme, and students are not understanding, and teacher has to know, or the parents has to know how to tackle the adolescent age group. Then we are running 2 more programs which are for the 10th pass group. The one is certificate in home-based healthcare and other is certificate in first aid. So certificate in home-based healthcare is prepared to work train the workforce in the country to look after the elderly patients or bedridden patients and the patients who have come after discharge from the hospital and now they need assistance. So at that level they need some trained manpower to look after them. And other is first aid, as it is again anywhere anybody require care of the victim before the arrival of the doctor or before taking the casualty to the hospital. So the care which is given, so that first aid is the program. And so these are the programs from the nursing discipline, and you can carry.
I think Dr. Rita, you also need to mention about the certificate in community health program, which is very important and having lots of good response from the different part of the country.
Yes.
So please put a few words about this.
Yeah, Dr. Biplav, thank you. Certificate in Community Health. This is the program which was developed in collaboration and funded from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and the Memorandum of Understanding was signed on 16th March 2016 when Ministry approached IGNOU to start this program, and a lot of deliberations and meetings were held with Ministry that what kind of program it should be and who will be the target group. And when the curriculum of the GNM was mapped with the curriculum of BSc Community Health nursing BSc Community Health, it was found that 90% of the curriculum is mapping. Hence, it was decided that this program should be target to the GNM nurses. So it was prepared initially as bridge program for the certificate in community health for nurses, but later on, as the ministry was having a lot of demand from Ayurveda practitioners, and the curriculum of Ayurveda practitioner was also equally good to include them. So that later on the modifications were done in the nomenclature and it was named as certificate in community health. And the basic objective of this program is to provide comprehensive primary health care services at the rural level or at the doorsteps of the people in the community. And Government of India had taken started this with the including the cadre of community health officer as mid-level healthcare providers in the National Health Policy 2017 to place them as community health officers in health and wellness centers, which were to be created across the country by upgrading the sub-centers or the primary health centers across India to name them as, and with improvement in the infrastructure as well as to provide trained manpower in these health and wellness centers. So I can say with proud today that IGNOU has taken up that lead, and in 2017 we launched the program, and till date more than 40,000 community health officers have been trained by IGNOU, and they are doing wonders at their own places and providing comprehensive primary health care services to the people. And we are achieving many more flags to the health sciences by adopting this program under Ayushman Bharat scheme, and which is being successfully running till date.
Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Rita, giving us the very brief presentations. So you must be wondering how all these programs can be offered through distance mode. So basically these programs, if you see pedagogy, there is a learning component, which is a theoretical component. There is a online classes. There is a course material we designed, which is basically in didactic in nature. When you read this study material, you feel that as teacher is talking to you. And we also have a hands-on practical training in the respective program study center. And most of the cases, it is either the medical college or nursing college or any district hospitals where hands-on practical training is required. As you all medical health profession are health professions need to do the psychomotor component as a increasing skills, so their practical training is very, very important. And we also do the assessment part, that is the kind of examinations for the theory as well as the practical. So these are the few pedagogical approach we adopt. And if you see the infrastructure regarding the delivery of the program, IGNOU being the headquarter, from here we administered through the regional centers, and our medical colleges are the place where the hands-on practical trainings are provided. There are many part of the training which also need to be conducted at the district hospital. The basic objective is we want to provide the practical training to the candidate at their nearest place. So district hospital, by which the travel time of a student or learner can be minimized, and it is giving lots of value addition to the students. And there are many other health infrastructures which is included in this practical training purpose as well as for this assessment purpose.
Yeah, as Dr. Biplab has told that about the delivery of the program. Same way for the nursing programs, like if we give the example of Delhi. So in Delhi we have two regional centers, Delhi 1 and Delhi 2, under which we have two program study center, that is RAK College of Nursing is under Delhi 1, and under Delhi 2 we have Ahilya Bai College of Nursing. So these two are the program study center for post-basic BSc Nursing at their respective colleges. We have program study center, and their principal in charge is the program in charge PIC, and there are regular faculty of these colleges are on teaching our nursing students also at the time when their regular students are on vacation. And so same infrastructure we use for the nursing students to have their contact session of theory as well as of the practicals. So now I welcome Dr. Ruchika, who will be telling about the other modalities of School of Health Sciences program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rita, and thank you, Dr. Biplab, for giving an overview about IGNOU, the School of Health Sciences, and a little bit about the programs that we are having. So today we are having induction for the PGCMDM program, to which all of you have enrolled. So this is the postgraduate certificate in medical management of CBRNE disasters program. And I will not go through this. Already Dr. Biplab has explained, and he has also explained about the programs that the School of Health Sciences is running. We come straight away to the PGCMDM program. As you may have already attended the inauguration, and you know that there were a lot of organizations who have been involved in the development of this program and has supported this program not only in the development but are also supporting it in the implementation phase. Now this is a 6 months program, you are all aware of it, but there is a flexibility. You can complete this program within 2 years. So completing within 2 years means that you do not have to register for this program. Once you have registered, you can take your exams. You will be given 4 opportunities for taking theory exams, 4 opportunities for taking the practical exams, 4 opportunities for also taking the contact sessions if you, for any official or for personal reasons, you are not able to take it. And already informed to you that the Indian citizen doctors are basically the eligibility criteria. Now these are the objectives of the program. If you go through the objectives, I will not read all of them, but if you go through the objectives, you will find that the objectives are oriented towards building your knowledge in this area, changing your attitude, building a positive attitude towards identifying and managing the CBRNE disasters, and also in developing certain competencies for the protection, mitigation and medical management of CBRNE disasters. So what is very different, in the case of CBRNE as compared to any other disaster? So there are major differences. One major difference is that it is an uncontrolled mass casualty. So when there is a mass casualty, then there comes a resource constraint in the form of the infrastructural resources, the material resources, the personal resources, and also time constraint. So you need to decide, how to prioritize whom to treat, and that is what you will learn in this program, that how to do triaging, how to prioritize and optimally utilize the available manpower and the resources. If you look into it, this program basically, we, in an open and distance learning system, we basically identify the things in the form of credits. One credit we say is around 30 hours of learning. You will be shared with the course material of this program. Both we will be sharing the hard copies of the course material and the soft copies of the course material. And we shall be, you shall see that, we have got 3 books for the theory material, and in the theory material, in the 3 books, you will find that in the first book, that is of the first course, it has 4. If you see here, it has 4 blocks, or 4 blocks is equivalent to actually 4 books or 1 credit. 1 block is 1 credit, and in each block we have got about 3-4 chapters. So you will learn about the concept of 1 block through 3-4 smaller chapters, and a block is around almost 100 pages. And the first block, like this, for example, the first course is on basics of CBRNE, and you will learn introduction to CBRNE agents. You will learn the basics of radiological agents, basics of chemical agents, and basics of biological agents. Once the basic program is over, we will go into the advanced program, that is the advanced course, and the advanced course will teach you the health effects and medical management of CBRNE agents, in which we have 6 blocks, 6 small booklets which have their individual chapters. And you can see that over this we will be covering upon the, what are the agents and what is the health effects and what is the medical management of all the chemical, biological, nuclear, radiological and explosive disasters. So all these agents, how they impact the human body and how in a mass casualty situation you will be handling it will be taught to you. Now this is the theoretical component which is being covered. Then we will come to the practical aspect. The practical aspects, we have got the practical manuals, and we have got, for example, the radiology, chemical and the biological manuals. These are not printed copies. You will get soft copies of these manuals, and there will be also, in addition to this, logbooks. That is, you will be given certain activities which you are supposed to record in this particular logbooks. So if there is any doubt at this moment of time, I think I'll request the studio to share the various phone numbers that you can call us and ask any questions if there are. So we'll be happy to answer online. You can join through Skype, or you can also join through phone for connecting to any of the doubts that you may be having. Now in a conventional system, basically you have only lectures or you have hands-on practical, but in a ODL system, you have a program package which contains a lot of components. For example, in this particular program, we have classroom discussions, we have online classes, we have hands-on training in the learner support centers that we spoke about in the inaugural meeting, and you have also been allotted an learner support center, whether it is AIMS Bhopal or AIMS Jodhpur, NIMS Hyderabad, RNR. So over there, you will be coming for 4.5 days. You will be given certain assignments in the form of hands-on activities which you will be doing, and you will be recording these activities. In addition to this, you will have certain online classes which will be taken by experts from premier institutions, and you will be through this classes also get acquainted of how to you will not only get the knowledge, but there will be also demonstrations of how to identify a hidden radiation source, how to manage spill, radioactive spill, how to manage a radioactive wound, how to deal with a radioactive patient. So we have a lot of topics which we cover in these online classes also. And of course, we have certain videos, as Honorable Vice Chancellor also spoke, where you can, on your own time, because many of you may not be, like today also I got a message from RML Hospital doctors that they are very busy with some training today, so they may not be able to, but we will be sharing this video with you of the induction meeting so that, you are able to get acquainted and you can go back, view it again, so that if you have missed out or have any doubt, then you can go through it. We have not shared any material with you yet. I will be sharing with you the program guide today so that you can read. It is like a Bible for your program, and you will learn how you have to successfully complete this program. And thereafter, we will also share with you the soft copies and the hard copies. Now, this is the printed material that you will receive, and that is the theory material. There will be 10 blocks, but you will get it in the form of 3 booklets. One booklet for the MME 011 and the 2 booklets, volume 1 and 2 of MME 012. And in addition to this, you are also supposed to undertake certain assignments. So these assignments are in the form of written material. So you will be, you will be given certain questions. These will be placed on the website there, and also we will be sharing with you through email. We have also created a web portal for you, and in this web portal, basically we will be placing all the soft copy of the material. We will be placing the assignments, and you can download these assignments, and you have to do it in pen and paper, and you have to submit it to your learner support center, to which you have been attached. These will be assessed, evaluated, and will be part of your evaluation system, which I will just now share. Then we have got 3 practical manuals. The hard copy of this will not be made available. A soft copy is available. We will share with you on the web portal. We will also email you these course material and also the logbooks. And you will be required to, undertake all the activities, record them in the logbooks, which have to be submitted in your learner support centers. And once they are submitted into the learner support centers, they are evaluated and they become part of the internal assessment of your practical component, which you are supposed to do. Now, it's very important for you to understand that all assignments are compulsory. As I told you that there is a flexibility that you can complete the program in 2 years. So now that you have joined the January 2024 session, you can, complete it till December 2025. So you have the time till then. Now assignments are, we have a 6-month program, as you know. So we will have the next batch coming in July 2024. And when the next batch comes in July 2024, we have a new set of assignments for the July 24 session. So in case you are not able to do the assignments in the January 24 session, you will be taking the assignments for the July 24 session. So do not, if the last date of the assignment is over, please don't try to attempt and submit it, but instead wait for the assignments which will be uploaded for the July 24 session. You are supposed to, as I said, follow the time schedule. You have to submit it to the in charge of your learner support center, and they have to be handwritten. And it is very important for you to submit the assignments so that you become eligible to appear in the theory term and examination. Okay. Otherwise, even if you do appear for the theory term and examination without submitting the assignments, your results will not be declared. So please make sure that your assignments have been submitted and then fill the theory examination form. Then we have the practical training. Now there is a model training schedule which has been provided in the program guide, but the exact training schedule is chalked out by your program in charges, and you are supposed to then follow that program schedule. This program schedule is given to you well in advance. Now for the January 24 session, we will be having this practical training program somewhere in the month of May end, or it can also happen in the month of July. So you will be intimated by your program in charges that when they are scheduling well in advance, because you will have to make your own travel plans and also your arrangements for stay. Of course, our regional center do help in the stay arrangements, and I think we have our regional directors also who have joined today, and maybe some of them can connect and also add on to what I am telling you about the particular program. So then we have got the online practical classes. As I already told you, we have online theory as well as practical classes, and we do supply the recorded video lectures at the end of the session. So if you miss out on the videos, they may be available, but only they will be available just before your examination. So we request you to try to participate in your practical context session through the video classes also. And of course, you have to maintain the logbook. Now, this infrastructure for delivery, I think Dr. Biplab has already to some extent explained to you. As you can see, we have headquarters of IGNOU, and we have got the regional centers, which are our administrative centers in the whole country. Though for this particular program, we have 5 regional centers, because under the regional centers, we have a learner support center. So we have the learner support centers, and corresponding regional centers look after the appointments of the counselors. They also coordinate the collection of the marks and also of the uploading of the marks of the students, and that is the main purpose. And these are some of the core competencies. I have already spoken about these core competencies which you will be undergoing in this particular program. For your practical term end examination, it is very important that you carry your logbook during the PSC or the LSC posting and get them countersigned by the counselors at the PSC, because once they are countersigned, only then you will become eligible for the practical term end examination, and they are supposed to be submitted at the practical term end examination. This is the evaluation. You have the internal assessment both for theory as well as for practical. The internal assessment of theory are the assignments which are uploaded and which you are supposed to, in a time-bound manner, submit. And of course, we have the term end theory papers. Now, the term end examination is held in June, but the dates of the examinations are already on. The link is placed in the IGNOU website, and so you can join the link and pay for the term and theory examination. This there is no late fee at present, but after a particular time the late fee may come up. So it is 250 rupees per paper. If you want, you can fill in the term and examination form in this month. And then of course internal assessment for the practicals is when you will be going for 4.5 days. For 4 days you will have the practical context sessions in your learner support centers, as will be scheduled by your respective program study centers. And on the last day, that is the half day, the 5th day, you will be undergoing a practical examination. So we have a proper examination in which we have some OSCEs, we have some models, some scenarios which you have to reply to, and we have an external and an internal examiner. So it is a proper examination which you have to clear, and only after successful clearing of all the components, that is the theory, internal and term end, the practical, internal assessment and term end, that you are declared successful, and after successful declaration you are then awarded a degree. So this is the graphic representation of what I told you just now, that is the components in the theory, the components in the practical, and we have external examiners, and there is a fixed number of students per day. One very important thing is that every component has to be cleared separately. You are to have a minimum of 50% marks for each component, to clear each component, and 50% cutoff is the pass percentage for all the courses and all the components. That is, you should have 50% marks in assignment, 50% marks in term end assessment separately, similarly 50% in internal assessment, and 50% in term end in the theory examination, practical examination. Yes, so you have already been told that the theory examination is held 2 times. You can fill the examination form. It is held, if you are not wanting to take the exam in the June session, then you can take it in December, for which you will be filling the examination form in September. Similarly, we will also be having the practical examination twice a year, that is maybe somewhere in July and then again somewhere in the January next time. So you must also deposit the practical examination fee if you are certain that you would like to appear for the practical examination in this maybe the July session, in the July month of July, then you can also pay the examination fees. And the practical examination is held one day, and all the three components, that is radiology, nuclear, biology and chemical and explosive, are taken in one go. A maximum of 10 students should be available for the practical term examination. These are the contact persons for which, if you want any problems, you can contact. You can contact me as the program coordinator. You can contact your LSC coordinator, your regional center and your respective divisions. So this is in nutshell about the program. In case because of the very short time today that we have, because we also had the inaugural session, so we may not be able to take a lot of questions today, but then you are already on WhatsApp. I think all of you are connected to WhatsApp, and we will be opening it now for interaction. And so whatever queries you have, you are most welcome to ask, and we will remain connected. We will also remain connected through the email, where we will send you the details of all your the program in charges. The web portal will also have all these details. So I hope that I have made myself clear, and now you are a little bit getting an idea of how to go about the program. And I wish you the very best of luck for successfully completing your program and enjoying your study, because you have opted it as of course most of you have been sponsored also, but I'm sure that you will really enjoy this period of 6 months of your study. Thank you very much.